Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever, and I am back at the most excellent city of Neuve Revergrad. And I came in. I have time pause just for half a second, though we'll start it up in a minute. I just wanted to show you and catch you up on how things were going. I usually pause time before I save it. That way, when I come in, so I think it was the first building I clicked here was number of shoppers in front 60. I think at one point we had 85. So I'm sort of hoping that maybe they'll go to the next stop and then go down to here to get stuff. But it doesn't look like there's that many people going here. And we got a lot of sellers. And then let's see, I played time just as I was moving around. Yeah, this one was completely jammed full of people a few minutes ago. Now again, did they head on down to this one? I have no idea, but I don't know how sophisticated they are in searching out the next place. If they're listed as like number of shoppers in front of store, like this one, like does that, do they then try to go to the next one? And I question that a little bit because when I come here, these people aren't getting happy, but these people seem to have gotten satisfied. Now, I think workers would go from here, but I'm wondering if they're not all still trying to get their needs met, right? And then therefore, so there's this, I don't know how long you guys have played or if you've noticed, but when you first put a bunch of people in there, they struggle to get their needs met, and then over time, as the needs get met, they then start going to work. So it's possible that we could get some workers there, but at the same time, if you look at each of the other quadrants of the city, so when I laid out Neuve Revergrad, it's been quite a while since we talked about this. We have our central area, right? Center city, I guess you could almost call it, where we'll decorate a bit and people come for their goods. We have our TV stations and everything wonderful. And then we have our universities on both sides. And then, so it's sort of broken up if you think, I think of it anyway, in like kind of quadrants. So one one corner here, one over here, one down here. Well, if you look, we have people down in this. So I'd like to make it even more symmetric than it is, probably with a kindergarten over there as well. So if we were to come into here, we would put very similar buildings like I did here and here and here. Now this one didn't get one. Didn't get one on the end because we didn't build it yet. Well, we can do that later. So it did get one on the end in a sense. So let's start out. Which ones are these? I think these are the... Yeah, I really wish that at some point it would tell you what kind of building this is. Only because when you go over to the build menu and you come here, it's a bit hard to see. But I know I always build these 94% quality brick flats. And if you look at it, it's pretty much the same. So what do we have? We have 4 of them. Yeah, so we'll see. We might have to do and undo them a little bit. Yeah, let's get my wireframe on. So we'll try to leave enough room for... Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, let's see. I guess the thing to do first actually is these are... Yeah, it's either one of these two. These are a little bit higher quality here, lower quality but more people. Let's go, since they're in the center of things, and then I am putting these facing that way. Yeah, let's put our two ones on the end. Let's zoom in a little bit more. I really don't want that attaching 3 times like that, but there's nothing you can do as far as I know. Yeah, I don't... Well, should we get it so a road can go back there? Nah, but we'll get it so there's enough room for footpaths anyway. Yeah, we'll flip this one around. Good, this one's not going to attach. And I'm not too worried about footpaths behind this one. Let's see, is that... I think that's pretty close. All right, and then we're just going to take a road right straight down the middle between the two. And I'll make it a walking road for now, but we're really going to... It'll get all busted up anyway when we put these other buildings in. So good. So now we know when we put these other ones in, they should be pretty well aligned. Now, bringing a road out of the middle, right? No, the ends on this one. Yeah, so we want to leave enough room. Yeah, let's do that road first, actually. Not a trolley road. All right, so we'll do like here. Yeah, we'll do here. All right, and then that'll set up where we put these. You know, leave them like a block off. Will they fit? Yeah, we put it like that. Yep. I think that's in about the same place. Oop, come on, game save. Stop it. All right, it's kind of like 2 off. Yeah, go a little further back. I can't really see. Yeah, maybe I can. Yeah, the helper there. One day we'll be able to turn that off, right? There we go. So now, let me just come along and destroy all of this. And then we'll rebuild that part, right? So it's one construction. And then, yeah, we'll worry about footpaths later. Let's get rid of these just so. Yeah, if I were going to have a footpath, I'd probably have neither one of those, right? Yeah, I guess I don't mind that it's right here connected. And then the other thing I talked about real briefly was, yeah, let's see, if we put a kindergarten here, I mean, we could probably squeeze it in. I mean, they have one right there, so we could build a footpath so the people on this side could get to that. And then, yeah, I think if I put one here, which would mess up our road a little bit, then it's possible that as we build houses over here, these people could get down to this if they really wanted to. And yeah, are we close enough to that train station? Maybe, maybe not. Let's do a little more road redoing. Alright, we'll make that a walking road as well. Alright, so now I'd kind of like to get this built sooner rather than later. You know what? I forgot to play time. Oops. Oh, yeah. Let's take him off the auto search. I guess we'll... Yeah, you know, like... I don't know what all these are. I guess they're probably over... Nah, they're footpaths. You know what? We'll just leave them. We'll just leave them. If people escape, you know, because this doesn't get built too urgently, we could do this footpath. I'm not going to worry about the hospital right now. Yeah, that's about all we can do. Except for maybe make sure this guy here, who still has some trucks in him, is also assigned to this. He's just a supply office. There, so other than that, I did go around. Let's turn off the wireframe for a second. I did go around and just kind of fill up people with construction in our areas over here. Nothing too dramatic if you watched the last episodes happening. I did end up putting a covered hall in this guy, even though he's coming from all the way over by Autograd there. So he's going to take a little while. And we're getting really close here. We have these couple roads to pave into here. And then we're going to be really, really close to firing this up, I think. Assuming everybody has power and good stuff like that. We do have this power line. Is that, yeah, that is attached. So I guess we should probably assign that to be built. Though I don't think we need it. It's just going over there. I think, you know, we're getting down to the final constructions over here. And I don't think I assigned this guy to much, if anything. Nah, so let's put him on on that. And I might as well just get him to help with these roads too. There. So if we didn't have a lot of other things to do, I think we could start firing this up and see how it goes. But I wanted to get back and kind of not get too many projects going at once, and at the same time show you what we're working on. So this guy is just working on getting into here, but our plastics area is getting kind of close to done. It's not that much to it. Our mechanical components seems to be flowing along pretty well, though we could probably use another train. But for now, since we don't have that much steel as a general statement, I'm just going to wait. Now, a while ago, and I think I answered this question, somebody asked me, well, why would I put, I think they were asking about the crops in here. And it's just a block, like, this is about a train load's worth. So if a train comes in, it'll fill up and then head back out. I don't want, I don't know, 450 tons of mechanical components. I'd rather just cut off the production, especially when we have steel going. Same thing with the incoming steel. This is a large area. I don't want 870 tons of steel in here, so I just put some of it on wood, which is something that will never end up in here. You know, that's all there is to it. Nothing too fancy. There's no way to just say I want only 50% of something. Like, I don't want you to fill it all the way up. Like, you kind of have to pick a second item. And so that's it. I think I answered that question, but sorry if I didn't. So in any event, I've assigned this guy to work into here, and these guys are working on this. We have a little bit of an issue with the trains here. Yeah, why are you red? Are you feeding back on yourself? Why would this be red? Yeah, I don't fully understand that. Unless they're counting. No, I mean, that's not a connection, so I don't know. See how it's red, red? All right, well, let's go and put... Sometimes it helps if you put one like up here. Did that? Yeah, see that? Turned it green. Yeah, this really doesn't need to be chain signal either. That might, you know what, that was the problem, because it was a chain signal. So the chain signal looks for the next chain, you know, the next signal to be red. So it went all the way up here, all the way around, came back and found that this signal was red. So it kind of, like, the two chain signals called themselves red, if that makes sense. Like, because they were each looking at each other. So when I put that signal all the way up here, it found a signal that wasn't red and let the train in. So, yeah, you don't necessarily want to do chain signals when you're doing this kind of construction. Like, this might be better off not being a chain signal. A lot of times it doesn't make too much difference at this point. But anyway, there we go. So we're working on that. And I might have created some conflicts. I hope I didn't when I came to assigning these guys. But they're looping all the way up here and then coming back around. And the problem that we're going to have is getting into this, because there is no loop around here. This is just a back and forth, but I didn't allow for them to start working this way. Right? Like, they can get in here. Now, the reason I put this in here wasn't for construction. It was for the purposes of getting a train in here, right? So this, but the next one would be for, you know, I need to get a way to get into this heading in this direction. So even if we just looped around someplace temporarily, right? And this track is just about done otherwise. I think that when you saw that train leaving, I think you saw this one being done. So let's come in here and figure out, let's wireframe it. Yeah, that's a pretty big drop off. Just wonder if there was an easy place to loop it. It's a little bit closer would be nice. Either that or they could, can they? Yeah, see, it does. All right. Yeah, that's just not. No, that's. The idea was there, but it would need to go out further this way, so it ended up. Yeah, let's see. Can we? All right, start over on this side. Yeah, maybe we just... No, we need an excavator. Okay. Well, we could start over here further. It's a little bit orange right there. Yeah, let's try that, because that, as awkward as this is, I like to force the construction sometimes. Yeah, so this will go like that, and then... Yeah, there you go. Really? You're going to do that to me? I need a free excavator again. You know what? I might have a free bulldozer. No. Really? Oh, okay. What can I do? Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of... I think if you watch the last episode, you'll see a little bit of... Oh, come on. Really? Yeah, see, we have to get this down. I think. Or up. Yeah, see that? Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see, there we go. Right, so now they can loop around and then work on that other part, and then we'll just destroy it afterwards. Now, yeah, you... Okay, good. So this one's getting done. Is that electric track? Oh, yeah, so they're going to have to come back. Now, are you in the process of a jam up? Yes, you are. All right, so let's get rid of this signal for a second. Sometimes with construction... You're just better off with no signaling at all. But this is sort of... The problem is... Yeah, see, they'll come head to head. Now, hopefully the returning train will disappear. Well, they're both returning, aren't they? So it doesn't matter. But the problem here is if you even just have this signaling, then all of this is red and it doesn't let another train in. Right? So I have to have some signaling. And then once you have a little bit of signaling, it's sort of forcing you to have a bunch more signaling. But there we go. That little construction project is taken care of. And, you know, I'm just going to leave the wireframe on. We'll leave time playing. We'll hope for the best. And for better or for the worse, we have our construction crew over here. But what I didn't do was just look at what do they have. Yeah, see, we don't need two excavators. Well, you know, let's leave them for a second until we get our designing done. How's that sound? Because it will make it faster. Yeah, and I think for the sake of my sanity and everything else, I think we're going to pause time when we get the vehicles out of here. Otherwise, I won't be able to delete roads if these buses are coming in and out as steady as they are. Right, when this bus gets off of here, I think I'm going to pause time. Right, because we want to come in here and we want to delete this. Because that's going to get replaced by this, and I'm hoping... Yeah, let's see. If my hope doesn't come true, let's... Right, I don't know if they count it this far, but it certainly seems like it'll be close enough, though they are going all the way down to here. I think they'll be able to walk from here to here. So we're hoping that. Now this one, we also have another train station up here, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to walk down to this as well. So... Like, so we can either drop them off here or here. And then what I wanted to do... Oh, that bus is right there. Okay. Yeah, these buses are going to be kind of a problem, aren't they? All right, well, let's just delete this. And that should put these other buses into a tissy. Meaning that they won't do it... You know, they won't, at least these buses won't be coming out anymore. All right, we'll get rid of that. To start, and then yeah, I think let's pause this, and then what I want to do is that's railways, delete the road from here, say up to there, and then I want to come in here and lower this bit. Right down to where I start seeing it. Then I'll level a bit more. See how I got white right there? It's kind of close to level. So what I want to do is just loop this train around. And then we'll build a railroad bridge, I hope, over it. All right, now let's see, can we... And by the way, I did that because I know I have two... let's level from here. I know I had two excavators. I only have one bulldozer, so I figured that would be potentially a little bit faster. Yeah, of course we have to have a mountain here. Right, I think that's... Yeah, we're going to go bring this down a bit, and then I don't want to go too far over this way because I want to put a bridge in, but let's see, can we get... Need to be able to get this railroad track. So this will be our return railroad track. Oh yeah, we got... Right, and then this will be where they drop off. Yeah, I think I want to try to go straight across for now. Yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. So can we get a bridge, a road bridge? You know what, well, I don't know. I haven't done a brick bridge in quite a while. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see. Can we just... Yeah, see, the thing I don't like, if we look at this, see the way that brick bridge is? I just really don't like the way that looks for any kind of railroad tracks going underneath of it. So let's see if we can't do a different kind of bridge. Yeah, we don't need anything with trolleys on it. Oh, so, okay. Yeah, so let's see. Concrete. Let's do prefabs. Yeah, can we just go from you? No. But we can go from like there to there. Right, and to me that looks pretty reasonable with the tracks coming through. And then this might as well just be a paved road. Good. All right, so let's leave that like it is. And then what we'll talk about now is looping this around. Now that we're free of that thing, I think we can just... I don't think we need to get into that mountain too much. We'll swing it around kind of like right there. All right, like this guy can come out a little bit wide this way. What? All right, that makes sense. A little bit goofy, a little bit, but again, I like to do this with the passenger trains because picture, I don't care how long it takes them to get back, and in some cases, it's actually good to be able to space them out a little bit extra. Look at that. I'm the node king. All right, so there you go. So for those of you that didn't watch all of the last episode, there's our train station. Trains are going to come up here, another train station. They're going to loop back. And then now we have challenge part 2. All right, so let's play enough time to get this building actually destroyed. Yep, good. And now what we need to do is sort of get rid of... And I may need to destroy this conveyor. Nope, no. Delete tool. All right, because I need to get train tracks out of here. And it looks like I could do it, but I think the tracks are going to have to go under first. Or they're going to have to go under enough. And I don't know if they're going to come down here with this being red, so, and it's not going to let me level unless I destroy that conveyor, which is not the end of the world. Let's just see if we can... I mean, it'd be a bit of a miracle if I could get that. See, oh, it is. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No. More. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, see, it's doing goofy stuff when I do that. Yeah, let's just destroy the conveyor, even though that's not, you know, it's just going to make this so much easier. It's like, see what I mean, when it comes to getting that a little bit level. And this is why, too, the old leveling tool tended to level from side to side pretty nicely, too. All right, so I can, yeah, so it won't let me level too much into here. The old system worked. It just, I don't think people liked it because it was not normal, if that makes sense. But if you were a patient kind of person that liked to fiddle, I don't think it was bad. All right, there we go. So we got this out of here. All right, now the buses are definitely going to start being a problem. So I'm hoping we cut them off a lot. So what I was thinking yesterday is that we wrap around this way. It looks like these towers might be in our way. And one of the reasons I did all of this, like I think, you know, it's all not maybe the way you would design it from scratch, but it's certainly pretty nice here, right? Yeah, so I think we need to destroy this power, which is going over to here, and I think we need to destroy this tower here, just for the sake of, all right, and that. And then I'm even thinking maybe we get rid of this just for the sake of it, because it's only this thing. It's only designed. And then the thing that I think we want to do, like we've already pretty much shut off this steel mill by what I did here, so I'm not too worried about that. You know what, we're going to take at least some of these buses and stick them in here. And hopefully the other ones... Well, you know what we can do? Yeah, if we can get those two off... Yeah, you need to head back this way, too. So hopefully the other ones sit somewhere, don't cause too many headaches. We'll have to see. I'm a little bit afraid of what they're going to cause, but... Yeah, and I think we need to delete this road. So let's play some time, and hopefully these buses will get out of here. All right. I don't care at this point if they go up there, though it would be nice if they didn't. Yeah, see, I'm going to run out of room for... And I don't think I have another. I'd have to send them all the way over to here. There you go. Turn around, get out of here. Once we do that, I'll even break the road temporarily. And we don't really need to be playing time forward. I just can't have them. I just can't have them all over here. Because remember, we're going to be building a trolley track, so even if these buses are an issue, we can... Yeah, you know what? All three of you are going to go over here. And did I really allow for that? Did I allow for that? Oh yeah, they'll be able to get to the iron ore from here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, or at least I believe they will. All right, so I think we got all the buses. Might as well let this guy get up over to here, and then we'll pause time so no more no more come in, and then we can really decide what we're going to do here. Yeah, we'll let them get off that road entirely. Good. All right. No more buses up here. No. Well, these guys got cut off. Yeah. All right. Good. So now, you know, I might as well get rid of this high voltage. All right, because that kind of might be in the way, and then. Yeah, I think. Oh! I really kind of didn't want to. That was fine what I did, but I think I'd rather have the road deleting tool at this point. Yeah, so we'll leave that much. And let's get the footpath deleting tool. Right. We don't need that. Yeah, we'll just leave that much for now too, because we may redo it to make it a more direct path, like come up this way. You know what, maybe we'll do that right now so I don't forget. What's in the way? All right, if we did something along these lines, that would definitely be a more direct path than that one is. And we could probably, yeah, let's just get rid of that and that for now. Now, we do want these guys to get down to the firehouse, but we'll figure out a good way to do that next. And then we kind of need to think about how these trains are going to get people. See, I'm thinking that we're going to be better off going around the outside. I mean, a lot of the people can come down here. Yeah, well, how far away is, like if we were to do our measuring tool. Yeah, see, if I could get a station here, a lot of those people could get there. And then if I could get one up here, even more could. And what I'm thinking of is we work on a train line that eventually goes all the way around the city and then back out. Because a lot of this stuff is, you know, it's useful to have here, but it's just the construction kind of stuff. Like we could put that someplace else that's less polluting, and you know, I don't think we'd ever move our oil refinery, but in other words, I would be willing to destroy some of this stuff with the future plan of getting a railroad track around. So with that in mind, I think I would like to try to get our first station like here. So let me just, yeah, we'll just level this out a bit. I don't want it to get too steep. All right, so if we had a station here, I'd like to be able to get it, railroads, as close to the people as I can. All right. I mean, to the point I would really be willing to move that road. If I zoom out, yeah, it would be nice if it told you which way, how far people could walk to this thing. Now, what I don't like is that I couldn't pass through, right? So that's why I'm thinking I move that road over to like here. Yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to destroy this road. They should have another way out of town. Can't leave. Okay. There's that bus. Let's get rid of that. I wasn't really planning on this a minute ago, but you know, if we're gonna do it right. Then what I'm thinking of is we can kind of level this whole little thing up a little bit, right? And then we can have more of a slope down here. So if we'll just take it like all the way back to there, and then I can level this up, which isn't going to hurt, right? Like instead of that, you know what I'm saying? I think you follow me. Hope you do. All right, and then we can, let's just, well, you know what we can do? We can get this train station in. It's a little more friendlier to making roads go past buildings than buildings near roads. So if we put a train platform, we can use our eagle eye of experience. Right. Yeah, let's, I'm going to level a little more. In my experience, it's not good to be too tight about the leveling. That's all going to need to kind of come down. I'll leave that like that because the road we can slope down at some point. Alright, so now train platform. Just going to try to leave enough. My concern if I put it... Yeah, can we put it like there? Still more leveling, huh? Let's... And I think I can wrap a train track this way. Like around to here. My concern is, will that road get past that little red part? Test one. Right, yeah. But you know what? I'm not going to be able to get... Oh, games, I love you sometimes. Right. So in the future, that could be, like I said, going up to this next station, which is going to be a lot of leveling. And even if I do that, let's just see how many people we get with the first phase, and then we can build this. But you can picture with some road leveling and whatnot, we could put a station up, hopefully relatively close to this, and grab some more of these people. And then we could... Yeah, we got a lot of electrical stuff in the way here, unless we wanted to knock other stuff down. But we could possibly get around here if we really wanted to. Or we could just come up this way. Oh. Either that or we could just come up this way with another branch. Like, it doesn't have to loop all the way around necessarily. Yeah, and then, do we want this to loop and turn around? Alright, well, let's just get the... Let's just see if we can get this road past here. Yes. Yeah, I can't really level it. Sometimes you can. Yeah, it's green, and that's kind of what I... Oh, you know what? We want footpath road, I think. At least up until this point. Let's say here. If we ever build a few more houses out this way, or a footpath down, we'll do this... like that. You know what we're going to do? Let's... I don't know. Look at that. It kind of took away the sidewalk, but it didn't take away the lamppost. Alright, so we'll come like this. Maybe delete back a little bit more. Well, that's a question too. Yeah, let's get rid of... We came up here to design all of this because... One more little bit. I was wondering what we need to do to get past and through here. And this just kind of confirms in my mind that we keep the road to this side. But now I'm starting to think we delete this whole road. And... yeah, so if we did... Either way, we have a road and a bridge. Right, and we have, I mean, a road and railroad tracks that need to come through here. This can get deleted, and I think should, and then this can get deleted and then replaced with a bridge. So I don't see anything else ever coming out of here. So if we built 2 railroad bridges, you know, one for each way, and then a road bridge. Well, the road, we don't really need a road bridge, do we? Not necessarily. We need to get past the railroad tracks. So yeah, let's just see, just for the sake of, well, let's see. You know, we might be able to get right past it. We might just get lucky. So I think what we need to do is destroy our railroad until we're straight and straighten it out. All right, so we're just going to get rid of all of this because we'll re-tie in some other way. Almost certainly, anyhow. Oops. All right, and then by some miracle we might... Oh yeah, that's right. We have new... So the truss bridge is what we had before. I mean, I don't know. How about a steel deck truss bridge? All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, look at that, by some miracle. Now, we're right on this line here, so let's see what it looks like from the side. Ah, look at that. Yeah, well, you know what? I can kind of live with that. Now, the question is, let's... Yeah. I mean, that was fine and all, but I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to... I want to level... I want to make this a little more level to where we would... to where we would be coming into the tracks, like a little bit better. Yeah, I guess that's better. I don't know. All right, so we had this kind of bridge. Now, what is... Yeah, no, that's a railway tunnel. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I might make it kind of as long as I can. I really need like another whole section. But let's see. All right, that makes it under. Yeah, so this could stay the way it is. What I need to do, though, is move this road over. Oh, come on. Let's take this, we'll just get rid of that altogether for now, because it's just sort of a mess. Yeah, now I need to get over this railroad track, and I really don't see a bridge coming out this way, so we're going to have a railroad bridge or two. Oh, yeah, you know what? We need to check. Let's check one more thing before I get too excited. So far, so good. What? Yes. Yeah, so we want to make sure we can do that twice. Now, the question is, can I delete? Not delete, level some more of this. Now, can I get a railroad track in? Yeah, see, I think we're just deleting this whole road. This road's already in my way again. Right, and then this one, let's just bring this one down as a design concept for a minute. All right, is that straight? Yeah, so let's see, will you... Yeah, let's bring it to here. Kind of. All right, and then we'll have to ask ourselves, do we want a bridge here? And there's not going to be that many steel trains, but I definitely don't want them conflicting here. So I think I definitely want a rail bridge at that point. And then let's make sure we can get our railroad tracks. Where would they be? Yeah, they would come down. Something like this. Just make it look a little nicer. Okay, now we'll get rid of a bit of this. There we go. All right, so now you can come down nicely right here. I
guess we'll bring it a little bit closer over this way, hoping, yeah, we can get right through. Right. Just because I can to make them even. Yeah, so now the question is, can we get a bridge up over this? But I like that. And then I guess the question is, yeah, I don't really want to bring, I think I want a bridge here too to get to this road. Or do we put it over here? I guess we'll ask that question when we decide what we want to do. Let's see, can I get a bridge, railroad bridge? And we might as well stay with the steel truss thing, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think that's reasonably straight, right? You know what? What? Probably should have. All right, I'm okay with that. So it's going up to number 4 there. What? Do they look even? Kind of. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking we should do? Yeah, let me just... It's not going to hurt to bring that up a bit, right? Get rid of that little... Is that even, or is one up more than the other one? Can't really see. It's like too white. I don't know. I guess it's fine. It could just be a graphics thing. Sometimes when you look at your computer graphics, it's not as good as you would have hoped. Yeah, so you want to turn angle is too sharp. We don't want that. No. Really? There we go. Okay, well, I think that'll work. Let's see, can we get past... Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed again. Yeah. Right. Oh, that worked. Sometimes that doesn't like to work. There we go. So that is a tram line, more or less, laid out. Let's see, now... Yeah, now... I mean, this is really just... Well, no, firefighters can come from here. So this is really kind of just a construction-y road, largely, which means that I'm not going to necessarily have a problem. I think I will asphalt it. Right? Too steep. Okay. Too close to the railroad tracks. Alright, we'll just... yeah, you know what, then can you... So part of the problem is getting this guy out. Will you go under there? Any which way? Can we get him out? Probably. Yeah, I mean, this is under that bridge. I don't know if that's... I don't particularly like the way that looks, but I guess it's okay. Then the question would be, yeah, how do we get over this? What I don't like is that I'd have to bring the road out over, or do we kind of go where we could bring a bridge? Let's see, is it even... I wish you could start out the bridge higher. Like, I wish you didn't have to start from the beginning, in a sense. Like, in other words, like, I wish there was a way to raise so we could just get across here and then worry about the downhills. Right? Like, in other words, I'm thinking, nah, but you know what, they're really... Well, no, they don't really need to go that way, do they? I mean, into the oil field, and we do have the fire thing there. No, really, if I could get a bridge... Do we do another railroad bridge to let the... I mean, I could move this over a little bit more, maybe. Right? If I just brought that out straight. Nah, we really want them to go here, don't we? Yeah. So then the question is... Yeah, I think this is kind of calling out for a railroad bridge, even though they're a bit more expensive. All right, let's do that. Hope I'm not dithering too much for you guys. All right, I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to lower. Let's level off of this road. That'll be good enough. All right. And I'm going to get rid of a bit more of that. We're going to just bring that around like that. All right, so now, can we get a railroad bridge? Yeah, let's make sure we're at least a little bit straight. Get a road under that. Yeah. All right, so we need to get rid of a little more railroad. Not that we've built it, but you know what I mean. And then a little more. No. Really? Ah, okay. You know what? I know it's... Game... Yeah, if you go backward, it doesn't actually mimic the other bridge unless you do it... And even then, it doesn't always seem to do it 100%. Yeah, look at that. That's sort of interesting. Looks like a roller coaster type thing you would design. Yeah, so let's delete this back. Let's say here. And then just make that nice and straight looking up to here. Yeah, it's not too bad. I never build a bridge perfectly straight because, you know, who would want a bridge that's perfectly straight? All right, let's get rid of... Get rid of this. And then... Alright, is that pointing? Yeah, let's get rid of this. Is there any... I don't think there's any particular reason to go back to where we were, other than that would make an intersection, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's come off of here a little bit, and then... Alright, you know what? Good enough. Yeah, and then I think this road... Well, let's just think about this. Yeah, let's get rid of this road. Let's not have it interfere with our thinking. So we need to get out of this one. Yeah, do we want that? You know what, if we go this way, then we don't have... Yeah, you know what, this is kind of fine, isn't it? Because what are we doing up here? You know, we might send trucks up there one day to get steel, I guess. But outside of that, and I don't even know that we'd really do that. We'd just, you know, take it out by train. And but it is possible that we could send a truck up there. So let's... What I'm thinking of is, do we want this road on this goofy angle or not? I also am thinking... I'd like to sort of just make that look arguably a little nicer. Maybe. No, I thought I saw green. Yeah, let's. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? Let's just make it. Yeah, let's not be too cheap. Alright, we'll take that back to there. I don't even think, well, yeah, we could use this, but let's take a road like, oh, come on. I had you green. There you go. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we do something along these lines. Right, and then just kind of bring this one into here. A little bit goofy in some ways, but and then we'll have to bring this over here, delete this bit. All right, and that's everything there hooked up. All right, we got it hooked back up to town. We got it hooked up to here. Then we need to finish this, but let's see. Let's just fit, since we're on the road tool, we'll kind of just parallel this with the railroad tracks. Yeah, you know, I want to attach that up, even though I know it's going to make another road node. Probably really should, you know, do something like that too. Well, I don't think it matters. The fire company was up here, but whatever. It's done now. All right, there we go. So now we got a road that will head up this way. And we'll have to build this. So let's come down and finish up our bridge here, which we have to remember to do the electrical. Yeah, this, I don't think this is going to... okay. I'll kind of make this shorter if I can. You know what, we need to... I don't know why I was even hoping that pole wasn't going to get in the way. I don't know if you guys saw it, but the electrical pole. And... yeah, that was just what you call fantasy. Angle too sharp. 12 degrees. Alright, I think that's about as sharp as we're going to make it. Alright, and the reason I'm doing that is because I kind of want to get... yeah, see, I don't know if I'm going to make that turn. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, come on. Yeah, this would be the tighter... turn green for me, buddy. Yes. Yeah. There we go. So we caused this guy to have a question mark. Yeah, and then how we're going to construct these is another question with these railroad tracks. How are we going to construct this one in particular? I guess we're going to... I guess we're going to come out from... well, we could do it from either side. I mean, it's kind of a distance there, but I think we might almost be better off coming from here and coming in this way and getting these two constructed, and then we would... yeah, I'm wondering, I think there's too much going on here for me to try, so I'm thinking, can we get out of here? Right? This is a lot going on. Yeah, let's see. Can we come out of here and then... Yeah, see, that's going to be too much. I mean, I could come all the way down here potentially, but then that road is in the way. Now, we don't need this road, really, do we? Now, let's get rid of this road for a minute. At least for the... Like, maybe we could put it back in there. Right? Does that make sense? Like, we don't... Like, they can just come this way and then go. Yeah, and that does let us... I mean, we don't have a loop around here is another problem. Maybe that's an argument for looping this back out this way. Right, so can we get this one? We really don't need necessarily the tracks to come like this. Can we get you to... Crossing not allowed, yeah. See, they're not really a paired track there. Oh, why are you saying crossing not allowed? There we go. Alright, if we did something like that. Okay. Oh, I saw you green for a second. What? Really? Come on. You know what it is now? It's this section here that got all wonky. Come on. So I saw green. I don't care what kind of green I get. There you go. All right, and then what I would really kind of like is this guy. Yeah, see, I don't think that's going to happen, is it? Yeah, that's just a little bit... I think we're just going to get rid of this in our thinking for now. No. Oh. All right, so we could have... We can get in here and work through here and go work out the whole rest of the way. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we don't even need this. And we're pretty much out of time, aren't we? For now, I think I would get rid of that bit. Like I said, well, we'll do some counting, but at least this will get us in here working, and then we can always talk about how we would come up and off this way. I'm thinking I'm liking like this idea. Now, will you be friendly? Yes, you would. Right? And that's not so bad anyhow. So trains could come in here, flip right around. Well, they would be coming in this way. We'll have to say, we can work on that. But I think, like I said, we're kind of running out of time for the episode. And we got sort of what we wanted to done. And I think in the beginning of the next episode, we'll come back and take a look at what we've done here. And give it another think just to make sure it's sort of all in place. And we've kind of killed our production of steel here and left this guy stranded somehow. Yeah, let's send him back to his home station, see if he figures out another way to get there, because he should be able to he should be able to go around this way. It's one of the reasons I went and built this, because I knew I was going to one day tear into this whole tunnel thing. And I like that. This is a lot cleaner than it was. And if we do some more major work, I could definitely be convinced to bring this out different. Because this is really not that well done through here either, where there's just too many connections where it can cause problems and they're not going the other way. But we may get rid of this plastics altogether over here. So that's another factor. And then, I don't know, I guess that's so we can get oil out of here. We may just cut this off because, remember, we're going to be able to get oil out of here. And at one point, I know I had a comment when I said oil for export from this area. I don't really necessarily mean exporting oil from this area to the outside world. I mean getting it from there over to here. So we might consider getting rid of this, and I'm really kind of thinking of maybe, well, I don't even think we necessarily need it, but really firing up this oil refinery over here, which is why we might do the other branch. But yeah, we're out of time, so let me know what you guys think. I kind of like it. I know it was like an hour's worth of designing this little bit, but I found it to be challenging, and we really kind of, I think, fit it in there nicely. I mean, I'm sure there's something I could have done slightly better or more efficient or different, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy with the way it went. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your likes and subs, and I'm not sure exactly when this is going out, but if you don't watch another video, Happy New Year. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.